Hey everybody, it's Stephanie. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm reaching for my favorite things I know typically will look good. I've used them so many times. I know how they act. I know how to apply. I know what they're gonna do. And these are the things I would reach for when I need to have a good makeup day without a bunch of surprises. I'm gonna start with treating my lips to this Buxom full-on plumping gloss in the shade White Russian, and I'm going to move right on to priming my eyes with this Revlon Colorstay Skin Awaken. This is the shade Universal Brightener. I like it a lot. It cancels discoloration, it keeps my shadow in place, and it doesn't crease. I hardly ever just use it for regular concealer, although I should do that again soon. This is the e.l.f. Lock-On Cream Eyeliner Gel. I am gonna just briefly do my brows here. I have a hard time with my eyebrows. I've got one that's way bigger and more full than the other. I did a whole video showing what I go through with these things. I'll attach it to this video so you can see that if you're interested. My favorite correcting and concealer palette here, this is Stila. I should really be throwing this out, but I just haven't done it yet. I'm just still not wanting to let it go. I need to replace it and get a new one is what I need, but it works so well. This foundation is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream in the shade Medium Neutral, and I love this. It color corrects so well. It's so nourishing and it lasts, and it's just a beautiful foundation. I like to take a couple pumps and basically just swirl it around with my brush in my palm, and it warms up to the brush, and it just, for some reason, the result is a really nice finish on your face. I don't quite know the science of it, but I really like it. So I've been using this technique a lot to apply my foundation. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer. I got this on clearance at Walmart for $3, although you can still get it on the e.l.f. website. I found it a week or so ago. This has a nice tip on it so you can get in those areas and draw light into the shadows that cause your face sort of to look drawn. And the formulation is really nice. It lasts a long time. It's just a really good product for such an inexpensive investment. It really has served me. This is an e.l.f. beauty sponge. I like to dampen it and sort of blend the light around my center of my face. This is my NYX Wonderstick. This is the dual end face shaper in the shade Universal Light. I like to use this to contour. I've been doing a lot of contouring since I've started this YouTube channel, and I've just had I've been practicing, you know, every time I put my makeup on, I try to contour just for the practice, if nothing else. But contouring, if you can get it right, really helps to minimize areas of your face that are maybe dark or sagging a little bit, like maybe jowls. For me, my toughest place is my nose to my mouth, the nasolabial folds. I really like to try to correct those. This is actually the Stila lavender powder that was in my palette, and I made it into a loose powder and put it in an old e.l.f. translucent powder compact, so that's what I'm doing here. Okay, I know I use this eyeshadow palette a lot, but I really love it and it's fun to play with. So this is the Urban Decay Metal Mania. I picked this up on sale for like 50% off, and there's so many things you can do. It's such a good palette. You know, not just the color payoff, but the quality of the shadow itself. It's very, it picks up, it lays down, it moves around. There's not a lot of fallout. There's some, but very little, and it's mostly with the shimmer shades, but that's to be expected. Yeah, this palette gets an A+ for me. Not least, I use this a lot, not just because it's fun and because, you know, I'm loving it, but because, you know, I don't get any PR or anything like this. So if I want to create a new look, I have to go out and buy something. I'm not always able to do that right now. So making the best with what I have to work with. Having said that, I really appreciate you showing up and showing your support and your sweet comments. They really make my day, you guys. You have no idea. It really does bless me when you leave a nice remark. If you haven't already, and if you are enjoying the content, would you mind subscribing and maybe giving me a thumbs up? I don't want to sound cliche, but apparently that's good for the algorithm. So, and I really appreciate the interaction. I appreciate the feedback, and it's just nice interacting with you folks. Okay, have a look here. Can you see that one eye looks significantly bigger than the other? It looks significant to me. That's because of the eyeliner placement. Now, some of you may not know this, but our eyes and our face are not symmetrical. So you can be putting the same amount of product in the same place on an eye or an area of the face and it'll still look crooked. And the reason why is because it wasn't symmetrical to begin with. So if you notice when I went back there, this eye that I'm working on right now caught up with the other eye. It's amazing what you can do with makeup. It's like magic. It looks a lot better there. And it'll improve once I get mascara on as well. Mascara fixes everything. Okay, you can't tell here, but the lighter shades on this palette, I'm mixing the two lighter shades together just to highlight under my brow and just to go in and sort of blend out some of the harsher lines. This e.l.f. Lash Extender Mascara is really good for $7. It's a tubing mascara. It does really create length. I have noticed though lately that there is a little bit of flaking after I've worn it for a couple hours. Now I'm using this mascara comb because sometimes I will put too much on at one time and I will cause it to clump. I'm not gonna blame that on the mascara. Time to bronze. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores bronzer, and it's in the shade Beach. I like this formulation. It blurs. It really blurs. It's a buttery, lovely, yummy powder. Love it. I actually thought I was putting on my lips before I realized I was not recording. So here I'm just sort of improvising and faking it. I used a lip liner and I mixed a couple of my favorite NYX butter glosses here. So sometimes I do that and it's really annoying. If you've watched any of my videos at all, you know I love liquid blushes and you know I love to mix. And you know I love to mix it with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Filter foundation. It's so pretty. It's amazing what you can do here. So I'm mixing my Juvia's Place Pink Lady and my e.l.f. Camo liquid blush in Dusty Rose. And I blended a little bit of the Pink Lady in with the Dusty Rose just so I didn't get it to be too pink. And then of course I have to add this Halo Glow because it gives it a nice oomph and diffuses it a little bit, and it just makes it a little more creamy and glowy. And I typically get a result that's better than what I expected. Not always, but most of the time. In this case, it was okay. I didn't hate it, but it was still a little bit too understated for me. So I did go in with a little bit more of the Pink Lady and just dotted it on my face and gave it a little bit more pigment. This is the Maybelline FitMe setting powder. If I were going to grade this, I'd probably give it a B, and I'm applying it with a damp e.l.f. beauty sponge here. Overall, I think the makeup turned out okay. I do look a little tired because I kind of am tired. But anyway, thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.